Hello and welcome to the Stock Market channel. I'm your host Stephen Look. Today, let's take a look at the chart of Apple and see what's going on. So this is the daily chart of Apple. Recently, it broke out of this triangle pattern. Which is why it broke out of this triangle pattern, which is why it shot up. And if you look carefully, actually it makes this classic cup with handle pattern, right? The classic cup with handle pattern, and also at the same time a triangle, which makes this, which is why the breakout from here is very powerful. But there's a presence of a topping tail here, and it hinted of at least a short-term correction. There is support here. This is a previous pivot high support, and usually when the high previous high is overcome, it becomes a new support. So we might see Apple finding support here and maybe trading sideways or going back up. You can see pre-market it's up, okay. And if this support holds, then we are likely to see it trade sideways. If not, if the S&P futures and the Nasdaq continues to drop, it's a likelihood that Apple will drop to this area or meet the 20 MA first and drop to this area of support. Next area of support is around here. The stock is still above the 50 MA, which means short term, mid-term, it's still bullish. Long term, it's above the rising 200 MA. You can see it has been above the rising 200 MA for a very long time. So we should remain a bullish bias in the long term. Apple is stronger than many other stocks. As you can see, many has dropped below 20 MA, but Apple hasn't. It's a bullish cross here. If the support holds around here, probably it's continue to go up. The 60-minute chart of Apple shows that it's not conducive yet for short-term trades. Why? Because it's below the 20 MA. You can see when the triangle form, there's a bullish cross here where the 20 MA breaks above the 50 MA, and it stayed above the 20 MA for quite a long time here. A very nice run up. So whenever you see the stock is above the 60-minute 20 MA, short term is going to be very conducive for long trades that can last for a few days to a few weeks. But it slashed through the 20 MA, and this tells us to, well, stay on the sidelines with this stock for the short term. Mid-term, long-term, if you are a long-term investor, it's okay, you can collect anytime you want. The more it drops, the more you can collect. But if you're a short-term trader, 20 MA tells us don't touch this stock yet. So what I like to do is draw a trend line. You see, we can draw a trend line here, and whenever a stock breaks above a downtrend line, there's a possibility of it going back up, especially if support here holds. Maybe it trades sideways a bit or drop a bit, but then eventually if it breaks above this downtrend line and breaks above this 20 MA again, you can set up a nice bullish short-term run up. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart, stock is still in a nice uptrend that tells us that, you know, this stock is bullish in the long term. There's nothing weak about it, just making higher highs and higher lows. So if anybody holding Apple for a long term, anytime it drops, right, it's a chance to buy more. So not to worry or anything. So I hope this analysis helps you, and do press the like button if you find this helpful, if you have learned something new, and do subscribe for more videos like this in the future.